Welcome back to the Cross Border Darts Challenge, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California.
I'm joined backstage by captain of the Canadian team, Jeff Smith. Jeff, welcome back to the Cross Border Darts Challenge.
Yeah, really happy to be here again. Missed it last year, but looking forward to get back to representing Canada one more time.
In the inaugural Cross Border Darts Challenge 2 years ago, you had a dream run on night 2. You won every match. You didn't lose a single leg the entire evening. Do you feel like you have that in you to do it again this year?
Yeah, I've been around the game a long time. Like I said, I think I dropped a couple of legs. I think the first match against Larry, and I did that because he's old. But other than that, no, it was a great run. I played some tough opponents in that. I think I got Jules in that, and Jim Long was in the final, and Steve Warnock in there. So it's definitely not an easy feat to do with this room that we're here. But like I said, it's a momentum thing. You get that first one rolling, and you try to make it 2, and then you try to make it 3, and then next thing you know, you're winning some games.
So I wish you all the best of luck tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow to make that run again.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff.
We are live backstage with the Neon Nightmare Stow Buntz. Stowe, how does it feel to be back at the Cross Border Darts Challenge?
I'm glad I was able to earn a spot again this year. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, Canada has won the Nations Cup back-to-back years in this event. Do you feel like there's any extra pressure on the U.S. team to end that streak and hoist the cup?
I don't think there's any extra pressure. I think Canada has a nice team, a deep team. They're solid. United States, I think this year we do have a more solid team than we had last year. I'm confident that one of the U.S. players will hoist the trophy, and hopefully it'll be me.
Yeah, one step further this year than last year and hoist that thing yourself.
Yeah, that's the plan. Try to make it to the finals and hoist it, and prepare myself for Madison Square Garden.
That's the carrot at the end of the stick, right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Stowe, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
There is still a buzz in the room. Friends and family of Adam the Reaper in the house watching that impressive 5-0 win. It's time for us to meet our next matchup. US 7, Canada 3, if you're keeping score of the Nations Cup. Let's meet our players. Representing Canada, number 3 seed overall from Hampton, New Brunswick, it's Jeff, the Silencer Smith. And now, this guy's coming off a really impressive 5-2 victory last night, ladies and gentlemen. From Portsmouth, Virginia, the number 2 seed for Team USA, it's Stowe, the Neon Nightmare Buntz. All right, are you ready for this next matchup? Let's get rowdy. Come on, y'all.
Stow Buntz, Jeff Smith. An epic battle on paper, AE. We're in for a good one. Sean Green, joined by Anthony Eugenia in the booth, live for match number 3, our third quarterfinal. We've had some amazing matches so far. Are we going to get treated to more right now?
Oh, I think we do. I mean, it just, as you said, on paper, these matchups just get tougher and tougher, better and better. And Smith Buntz meeting for the first time on a CDC platform, like, this is going to be interesting to watch, you know.
Look at those numbers.
Jeff was just Jeff Smith good yesterday. You know, you laid the table on that Jeff doesn't have a real low bottom, low floor, you know, that he's going to be real steady with peaks that can go in there. And Buntz, we watched do that Buntz switch down to 19 so effectively, really, you know, did him well yesterday, and we know his scoring power. So the potential to this match is probably the most electric of the potential quarterfinals coming into this evening.
I would agree with that.
Throw first. Game on.
One of those matches where both men have a lot to play for right now. Jeff Smith, of course, team captain for the Canadian squad.
180.
And that's a 180 start for Stow Buntz. And right away, some excitement from Stowe out there. Of course,
Look at this start, AE. Back to back 180s.
that's something that
140.
We asked and they've delivered.
Yeah. Well, it's also Jeff Smith is saying, like, okay, that's a good 180 start. Perfect start. I can do the same thing.
I can ride with you. Like, exactly. Horses
100.
coming out of the Churchill Downs gates. I can run with you.
Yep.
You want to run a little bit? I can run. Let's stretch the legs, baby.
But so far, Stow Buntz is
146.
on a 10 darter to
45,
start off this
correct.
match. Trish Kresik as our scorer. Yeah, 36 after 9 AE to start off the match for Stow Buntz. And he is finding his range
64.
early on those triple
Still, you
20s.
require 36. Game
10
shot in the
darter
first leg.
from Stow Buntz.
Second leg.
It doesn't get much
to
better
throw
than that at
first.
all, AE.
No,
Game
it
on.
certainly doesn't. And
Wow, 150.3 the average there for that first leg for that 10 darter.
just when we thought that, maybe
100.
Smith might have been just the more informed player coming out of yesterday's action, Stow Buntz lays down a marker with a 10-dart opening.
55.
We're seeing some great play out of those players that have family here, honestly. Stowe has his beautiful wife, Crystal, who is battling cancer right now and going through
100.
that, but in good spirits. She's here, looking fantastic as always. And Stowe has got a lot of things on his mind, but right this second,
45.
he's trying to hit that treble 20. Adam Savada has his daughter here, Sophia, watching along with some other family. It's great to see the support for these players.
Jeff Smith has Steve Warnock.
100.
Come on.
That's, you know what, basically family.
Canadian contingent for great
26.
Canucks.
Yeah,
let's call
absolutely.
them. Yeah. All sharing a house. That's got to be a fun
Oh my
weekend.
goodness. If we could only put a camera there for,
118.
we'd have some crazy content for sure. CDC after hours.
Oh, best
96.
that there's no cameras
Jeff, you
on there, my
require
friend.
83.
83 left for Jeff after 12 for a hole to throw. Stowe, not the scoring power they had in the first leg, but that's difficult to do anyway. Just teeing it up,
46.
leaves himself his
Correction,
favorite
46.
number.
Yeah, good retort from Jeff. Solid straight tons to a 118 to a setup shot.
Jeff, you require
And
36.
Double 18 beckons for the silencer to square us up at one leg
Game shot in the
apiece.
second leg.
And crisp
Third leg.
look at a
Stowe to
double
throw
for
first.
Smith as well. So
Game
Both
on.
1-1.
both looking good out of the blocks.
45.
Stowe had the range on the treble 20s in the first leg. Hasn't found it since then. Smith, just a
100.
man of consistent darts. You don't perform well for that long on the PDC tour without being very consistent with your darts,
100.
without having a high floor.
Yeah, I mean at every level there's a level of play. There's a level of consistency that you must obtain
96.
if you're going to survive.
And the best in the world have the most consistent darts.
That they do.
43.
Yeah, the annoying thing for Stowe right now is he's finding the range, but it's into the neighbor treble. And Jeff, again, continues to just pepper that treble 20 first dart. Beautiful switch.
134.
Not going to leave a finish, but he has 6 darts from there.
42.
Let's talk about that 305.
I knew you were
Yeah.
going to geek out over it. You
Yeah.
got you're more of a permutations dude than
Which-
I am. So walk us through that.
Absolutely. So there's as he sets up beautifully there for Jeff
139.
Smith, there's a new school way to look about it, to start on the 20s instead of the 18s for the 305.
125.
2 treble 20s
Jeff,
and a
you
shot at the
require
25
32.
segment leaves that finish. A little bit easier than if you start on the 18s and you hit that
Game
first
shot in
treble.
the third leg.
As Jeff Smith pins
Fourth leg. Jeff to throw
another
first.
double with the first dart.
Game
and
on.
our first break a throw.
2 for 2 on the doubles for Jeff Smith. 1 for 1 for Stowe. They're just following the suit of Adam Savada. The doubles must be huge for everybody not named Leonard Gates, who's made it through so far.
41.
We've got to check that board, see
Yeah.
see if they're regulation size doubles, because these guys are making it look easy.
Reminds me of Happy Gilmore. Is that board regulation size or what?
85.
Jeez. Only it's the opposite way. Smith right now averaging over a ton through 3 legs.
114.
If you're just joining us, 2 quarterfinal matchups down, 1 semifinal set. Leonard Gates 5-3 over Jake Womack with a 94 average.
85.
And then Adam Savada 5-0 over Steve Warnock, averaging 100 with 5 for 5 on the doubles. And the Canadian consistency in the crowd as well.
55. 58.
There is your Nations Cup and your individual trophy that someone is going to have to find room. May have to leave some socks behind
Sorry, did
to
you just
take home.
Did you just see how that was done with the jib boom?
98.
The jib boom camera?
The jib boom.
Here at Hit Core.
We like the jib. Look at Buntz.
That's a 171.
171.
171 there for Stow Buntz. Oh, Jeff Smith knows about the 167.
But he's not in MSG.
No, he's not.
57.
Stowe to break right back.
Stowe, you require
102. See where
2 14s. So 68.
37. Jeff, you require 110.
only 37 scores. So Smith.
103's in no man's land. So Buntz is going to get a look back at 65.
86. Stowe, you require 65.
25 for tops. Ideally.
48 remaining. 16-8 wedge. So tops.
Game
Death
shot in the
taxes
fourth
and Stow
leg.
Buntz hitting tops. 2-2 scoreline.
Fifth
Both
leg.
gentlemen are
Stowe
2
to
for
throw
2 on their
first.
doubles.
And
Game on.
big vital break, a throwback for Stow Buntz.
$60.
And to do that, 12 points down on the averages.
$100.
As they both kind of settle into the match here. Love the shirt, the USA sign. I can tell you that the fans that
55.
are here have enjoyed this experience, this real intimate setting here at Hit Core. Those of you watching at home, hopefully you're enjoying the super high def,
100.
amazing cameras, and the great sound that's coming out.
And should we let everybody know how disappointing it is if they were
100.
within striking distance that they didn't come, that there was free booze for everybody
Free
who bought
alcohol.
a ticket? Yeah, you missed out.
Part of the experience here
Well,
at
put
Hit
it this
Core.
way, we supplied
60.
some adult beverages for everybody who bought tickets to come see the cross border.
60.
I could
If
just hear Pat Gallagher look up his Delta flights right now in the Bronx. I'll be there in 2 hours, folks, for the final.
Got to drink it in.
85.
Jeff Smith leaves the first leg to finish, the 156. Stowe can put a lot of pressure on it, though. Needs a treble to do so. He's got to go back up to the...
Yeah, I mean, what a good
56.
spot for
Jeff, you require
a player like Jeff
156.
Smith to be, two triple 20s and his favorite double. And they're a mile away on his first scoring wedge. But, I mean, that was a
41.
real good
Stowe,
position
you
to be in,
170.
to have a favored route. But let's see if Buntz can blow the roof off of Hit Core.
84.
Well,
I think
punch there
you
from Smith a
require
little bit.
Smith will
115.
start down on the 19s, right? If he hits that triple 19, 58 remaining. So 18 for tops.
Game shot in the fifth
Jeff
leg.
Smith hits another one. That one to break a
Sixth
throw right
leg.
back again.
Jeff to throw
3-2
first.
lead for the silencer.
Game on.
And again, 3 for 3 on the doubles, 2 for 2 for Stow Buntz.
Quality, exciting match
This is
here
incredible.
in quarterfinal 3. We thought it was going to be a
95.
good one, and it hasn't disappointed. 3 straight breaks a throw adds to the drama.
60.
I'm waiting for Stowe to switch because I think it happens. I don't know when, and I hope he doesn't wait too long to do so because Smith is throwing in treble 20s
137.
and covering extremely well on top of that.
And it is a race to 5. So if
96.
Smith can hold this leg on his throat. He's on the verge of an appearance in our second semifinal. And he would face, well, the winner of this, I should say, flat out, then would face the winner of our
59.
last quarterfinal in Alex Spellman and Jacob Taylor. What a way to close out the quarterfinals.
Alex Spellman and Jacob. So this is the first time these two gentlemen have faced each other in the CDC.
40.
Not the same thing for Alex Spellman and Jacob Taylor, who have faced each other 8 times previously. They're 4-4.
Ding, 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 tiebreaker.
And this one
Look at the setup.
174.
leaves himself his favorite double with the maximum 174.
43. Jeff, you require 36.
His first missed double, but it's a good marker, and he
Game
finds it
shot
on
the
dart
sixth
too.
leg, 7th leg. Stowe to throw first. Game on.
4 for 5's not bad either
4
on
for
doubles.
5, but what a big 5 darts there to close out leg number 6
59.
for the silencer.
And right now on the verge of our third straight match where the winning average well over 90, at least, AE.
I mean, it really is setting up to
59.
be a spectacular semifinals.
That's a perfect dart for Stowe.
180.
That's a 180 from Stow Buntz. When that first dart finds the bottom wire perfectly, he can just stack right on top.
100.
He has to hit 3 straight legs against the silencer. Not an easy task for anyone,
92.
but we'll see if he goes fishing when he returns. Smith cannot leave a finish. Couldn't even with a 180.
100. Stowe, you require 170.
Doesn't need to
100.
do anything special here, but set it up. Does that. Little 2-dart combination, AE.
See if a 140. That's a little blocker. I think he's going to move away from there.
94. Stowe, you require
Good use.
70.
He loves those 18s, but not enough to make Stowe sweat. Tops.
Game shot in the
It's
7th
Stow
leg.
Buntz.
8th leg. Jeff to throw
3
first.
for 3 on his doubles.
Game on.
Tops pinned once again. This is the leg right here. Jeff Smith holds his throw. He wins the match and cements his place in the semifinal.
97.
His road to the MSG stage.
97.
So there's that 19. Let's see if he goes to it. As you said, only history will tell whether that a decision to go
100.
down to 19s would be too late for Buntz. If he even does it, eyes up, he's back on the 20s.
Now finding the range a little bit more.
100.
It is a little peculiar that he hasn't yet gone to the 19s, because we've seen for nearly 2 years now how effective the triple 19 can be for
58.
Stow Buntz.
And not a lot of players have that tool in their bag. He does. And so that opportunity to
58.
utilize it, that time missing both of those trebles on the 19. But it has to be for the fact that that treble 20 has to feel good to him, or that first start has to feel good. It's just not falling in the right spot.
85.
85 for Jeff Smith does leave a finish. That's a perfect first.
99. Jeff, you require 161.
147 if Stowe returns. The 161 for the match. Not going to go.
91 remaining, I think. Yep.
87. Stowe, you require
74, but
147.
A very doable 147 for Buntz, but not now with that single.
Snooker, 147.
57. Jeff, you require 74.
74 for the match for the
Triple 18.
silencer. Ooh.
73, so he's got to go triple 19. He went for
42.
33
Stowe,
to give
you
him
require
tops.
90.
You see how quick he threw that third dart and ended up perfectly in that treble 10? That must be
Something
nice.
we can't do.
Oh no, the first dart misses. Not going to guarantee a shot at the bull now. Not even going to get a look.
Frustration boiling over for Stow
74.
Buntz.
Jeff, you require 32.
And again, a throwaway dart in a way.
Yep.
It's a triple. Something we just can't do.
Game shot
There
in
you
the
go.
match.
Jeff Smith,
Jeff Smith.
the silencer, wins that one over Stow Buntz. 5 for 7 on his doubles. A matchful display once again. Stowe was 3 for 3 on his doubles. Just didn't get enough opportunities to look. The scoring power was not there. You wonder if switching the 19s would have helped that out any, but not going to know.
Yeah, that's just what it was. It was, we saw a little bit early from Stowe, but just that sort of engine just never really got into high gear for Buntz. And another good, solid performance from Jeff Smith. So, he's just simply always a threat in an event that he's in, and it continues this weekend.
Absolutely. You see those 2 trophies up for grabs. We'll crown a champion of the night, so stay with us. We'll be right back with more from Hitcore right after this.